Hello once again, and once again, welcome to Infinite Jeff, the conceptual project where I, Jeff, read to you, random internet people, one page of David Foster Wallace's 1996 big book called Infinite Jest. Get it? Infinite Jeff. I'm Jeff. This is going to take an infinite amount of days. No, just 1,000 something. So, a couple years. Because we're on page 25. Hasn't even been a month. So, yeah, page 25. Here we go. Stein, to avoid leaving his bedroom, represented his last debauch, his very last debauch ever with dope, and that he had to cut himself off from all possible future sources of temptation and supply, and this surely included the appropriation artist, who had come with the stuff at precisely the time she'd promised, he recalled. From the street outside came the sound of a dumpster being emptied into an EWD land barge. EWD land barge. I don't know what the EWD stands for. His shame at what she might, on the other hand, perceive as his slimy phallocentric conduct toward her made it easier for him to avoid her as well. Though not shame, really. More like being uncomfortable at the thought of it. He had had to launder his bedding twice to get the smell of the perfume out. He went into the bathroom to use the bathroom, making it a point to look neither at the insect visible on the shelf to his left, nor at the telephone console on its lacquer workstation to the right. He had committed to touching neither. Where was the woman who had said she'd come? The new bong in the Bogart's bag was orange, meaning he might have misremembered the bong before it was orange. It was a rich autumnal orange that lightened to a more of a citrus orange when its plastic cylinder was held up to the late afternoon light of the window over the kitchen sink. The metal of its stem and bowl was rough stainless steel, the kind with a grain unpretty in all business. The bong was 1/2 meter tall and had a weighted base covered in soft false suede. Its orange plastic was thick, and the carb on the side opposite the stem had been raggedly cut so that the rough shards of plastic protruded from the little hole and might well hurt his thumb when he smoked, which he had decided to consider just part of the penance he would undertake after the woman had come and gone. He left the door to the bathroom open so that he would be sure to hear the telephone when it sounded, or the buzzer to the front doors of his condominium complex when it sounded. In the bathroom, his throat suddenly closed, and he wept hard for 2 or 3 seconds before the weeping stopped abruptly, and he could not get it to start again. It was now over 4 hours since the time the woman had casually committed to come. Was he in the bathroom, or in his chair near the window and near his telephone console, and the insect in the window that had emitted the strange rectangular bar of light when he began to wait? The light through this window was coming at an angle more and more oblique. Its shadow had become a parallelogram. The light through the southwest window was straight and reddening. He had thought he needed to use the bathroom, but was unable to. He tried putting a whole stack of film cartridges into the dock of the disk drive, and then turning on the huge teleputer in his bedroom. He could see the piece of appropriation art in the mirror above the TP. He lowered the volume all the way and pointed the remote device at the TP like some sort of weapon. He sat on the edge of his bed with his elbows on his knees and scanned the stack of cartridges. Each cartridge in the dock dropped on command and began to engage the drive with an insectile click and whir, and he scanned it. And that was page 25 of Infinite Jest.